Hey gang, coming to you today from Calgary, Alberta. It's midterm. I hope that you are enjoying your week to recoup and catch up and all kinds of other things. But I thought I would just share with you just a little bit of an update as I'm kind of taking stock of, at the midterm point of the course in terms of how things are going. And again, as I mentioned at the beginning of the class, 42 students is a lot to keep track of, and so again, it really, I really rely on you to take care of each other. But just thinking again ahead, and some of you have sent in midterm assessments, which I love the fact that you were a little bit reflective on the course so far, and I was able to provide some feedback for you. So if you want to continue to do that, I'm happy to provide that feedback. But I just kind of went through everybody in the class today, and here's the thing, in teaching this class for, I don't even know now, 10 different terms, I've probably taught 300 students. I've actually only failed one student, I believe, that whole time. And that was simply because they just didn't do the work. And looking through, my indication at this point is how engaged you are with the class, how much effort you're putting in, primarily at this point via your blogs. And most of you, you're keeping right up to date. Your tech tasks are up to date. You're adding some other content. You're commenting. You're interacting in Google Plus. You're interacting on Twitter. All of those spaces. And again, my expectation is that you don't have to feel compelled to be in all of those places doing all of those things all the time. But you do I have to have some indication that you're engaged in the course. And the bottom line of it is this: I would feel guilty giving you a credit for a course you really didn't take and invest in. You will gain as much out of this course as you put in. And for those of you that are feeling like you're not getting out of the course, at this point I'm kind of blaming you. And again, that's not to say that I have no responsibility in that, but I feel like I've provided enough opportunities for you to engage and think of it. And again, my job now is to kind of help shape that experience for you, but you have to invest some time. And so at the same time, I don't want people to feel overly guilty if they're not investing all the time they could, because many of you comment that, gee, you think you should be doing more, but you're swamped with a lot of stuff. I get that, but I know that there are people that are saying that have also invested their time. The second thing that I want to share about is continue to use the Google Plus page as a place to ask questions. If you're struggling with something technical, and I really appreciated early on in the course, a number of you, just asked what might seem like rudimentary questions, but they were essential to you. And I want you to take ownership of that. So if you don't know how to do something, you don't know how to make a Skype call, you don't know how to, whatever, it doesn't matter to me. Ask the question. This is intended to be a safe place where we can do those things and learn and help each other. And that's the way that you contribute, because if you have that question, chances are someone else does. So again, for the second half of the semester, again, along with the internship stuff that I'm trusting is going well, you're supposed to let me know if it's not. Just think about how much you're going to invest in terms of learning, whether that means asking questions that you haven't seen answers for, engaging in other conversations. There's a lot of ways you can be involved, but I don't want you to go away saying, well, I didn't get much out of this course, because I feel like at this point that's your fault for not asking the questions. I'm not spoon feeding anything for you. It's kind of yours for the taking. So please, if there's something you want to learn about, you're not learning, you need to know, you have to ask. So please do that, and look forward to picking things up in about a week. See ya.